What's your name?
My name is David Goodchild.
My name is Belinda Hsu.
What's your role at Flywire?
I am the Director of Pricing and Monetization on the Global Payments team.
I am the Director of Operations for the Legal, Compliance, and Risk team.
Do you want to say hi to David?
Hey Dave, how are you doing?
Do you want to say hi to Belinda?
Hi, Belinda.
Where are you based?
I work out of the Boston office.
I'm based in Boston.
When you think of Boston, what do you think of?
When I think of Boston, I think of the Red Sox and the Celtics and a very small city that I can walk from downtown to my neighborhood in probably an hour or two.
When you think of Boston, what do you think of?
Boston is a very innovative city, very family friendly, and David actually is my neighbor, so to speak, because he only lives like maybe 15 minutes away from where I live. It's been great.
What's your favorite place around the world?
The favorite place I visited was a small town in Italy called Orvieto. It was in the Tuscan region. I stayed on a vineyard, and it's like all the pictures you see of Tuscany in Italy. It was just like that. It was gorgeous.
Barcelona. Barcelona has all the arts, museums that I would love to visit, and the food. I really look forward to going to really good restaurants.
What does evolved learning mean to you?
Evolved learning to me is a process for how to learn. If I need to learn a new skill or learn some new information, I have a framework in my mind from experience that I can follow to learn new information or new skills. So you really start to ask hard questions and continue to dig deeper, it says, and then eventually you realize you have this process for taking in new information and applying it and using it. At Flywire, the payment space was a whole new world to me. So how can I take in all this new information, make sense of it, and apply it so that I'm actually adding value? That's what I think of evolved learning.
Evolved learning to me is the constantly changing approaches of how knowledge is disseminated and received. So way back when we went to a conference, for example, we would go to a place and we would walk out with a 3-ring binder with hard copies of all the learning materials. But now the format is completely changed. I don't have to go to a place anymore. I can actually log on to a conference by sitting on a train with my smartphone. The process has changed, and also instead of going to a classroom setting, I can do it anywhere. And it is as if like I listen to a podcast. So completely different.
Anything special you want to tell your partner?
Belinda, I had a great time connecting on both of our answers for evolved learning. I think it's really interesting that we have different approaches. I love to hear about and see how other people think and approach their role here at Flywire.
So David, I know you're also a musician. Tell me more about your process of learning and mastering a piece that you really like. And I look forward to listening to your performance as well.